Trump breaking news. Time is running out for Donald Trump. As the deadline to provide a guarantee payment in relation to Donald Trump's New York civil fraud penalty approaches, his bank accounts and assets may be frozen and confiscated. After finding that Trump submitted false financial statements for years, which exaggerated the worth of his assets, Judge Arthur Engoron of New York fined the former president $355 million, with interest increasing the fine to $454 million. Trump has 30 days from the date of the ruling's finalization to pay the fine or post a cash bail while he fights the verdict. The deadline is Monday, March 25. If Trump posts the bail, the funds from the fraud civil lawsuit will go to New York State regardless of whether he wins or loses his appeal. New York Attorney General Letitia James has the authority to commence the seizure of his assets and properties to secure payment of the monetary bond in the event that it remains unpaid. Former President Trump's legal team has argued that a $100 million bond would be more appropriate, citing the fact that their client cannot produce the practical impossibility of coming up with the necessary funds to post bond. Truth Social just published an article in which Trump said his intention to utilize around $500 million in liquid assets to finance his presidential campaign in 2024. James' office will wait until Monday night to start seizing Trump's properties if he does not pay up. To the contrary, it is highly probable that the New York Attorney General will move to seize Trump's financial assets so that her office in New York can receive the funds. Engoron will decide to freeze Trump's account, but it's doubtful that there will be enough money to pay the enormous sum in order to collect the funds. James may proceed with seizing his properties, which she would subsequently liquidate. James had previously initiated legal proceedings in Westchester County, the location of Trump's Bedminster residence and Seven Springs golf course, implying that she is getting ready to seize control of these properties. We reached out to Trump's legal team via email to inquire about their comment. James may also be able to confiscate Trump Force One, his private plane, and his high-end condominium in the Trump Tower on 40 Wall Street in Manhattan. James may eventually be able to take possession of Trump's assets, but it will take a long time. James must return to court to seek a judge's permission to enter Trump's property, as this is the initial step. To ensure that Trump does not sell or borrow against any of his properties without first paying the state of New York, James would have to place a lien on them. The next step is for the court to choose a trustee to sell the property and send New York the proceeds. Additionally, Trump controls limited liability corporations that own many of the properties in his real estate empire, rather than owning them entirely. James' office would have to seek a court order compelling Trump to sign over these assets if Trump claims he lacks the authority to do so. It is difficult to liquefy the asset in the event of a default, which is why bondholders prefer not to use property as collateral, according to real estate attorney Adam Lightman Bailey, quoted in The Guardian. This isn't easy for anyone, even the Attorney General. Taking possession of his properties will be an arduous task. An enormous amount of effort is required. Not only can James seize any of Trump's New York properties, but she can also seize any property that she claims has an inaccurate or misleading valuation in Trump's financial accounts.